Why that's a pause?
Yeah, go ahead and make your case for
All
that.
right, what was the thing that you said?
What did I say?
What did you say?
I don't know. What did I say?
Is anything charged?
Yeah.
Why would you say that to another man?
Well, is any of his phones charged?
No, you said is anything charged. You waiting?
How's that a pause?
That's a pause.
How is that sex related? No, let's go into this.
If you want
How is that? How is it? Hey, why is nothing charged? How is that seem
That's not
sexual?
what he said. First of all, my nigga, what's charged?
Charge your phones. His watch
No,
is on the
you
charge.
didn't say
You
that.
didn't say anything like
You
that.
said
You
is
said
anything is
Y'all
anything
really
charged?
stretching this
That's not a
pause.
stretch, and that's a pause too. Don't be saying stretch.
You really stretching his pause.
Whoa.
Game, and I don't know why.
Whoa, brother, time out.
You really stretching his pause game. Now you reaching.
Nicholas's brother makes me not want to say brother. Sound like a cop.
You reaching now.
Marquand,
Yeah.
do you give Junior the extra 15 seconds if he says something that's pause worthy? I don't give him the benefit of the doubt.
What you mean extra 15 seconds?
You know, like the extra, like little, like, oh, that might not be gay.
Depends on what's said.
He just said, is anything charged? I told him that's a
What was
pause.
it in reference to?
I don't know what he was
You
talking
said
about.
your phone was dead. It's
My
on
watch
charger.
is dead.
Your watch is dead. Your
Well, my phone ain't on the charger.
That's what I'm saying. You said everything dead. Nigga, is anything charged? How is that sexually gay? He's stretching his pause game now that we're
What?
stuck.
First
Bro,
I told you. My nigga, don't be saying stretch.
I get what you trying to prove a point, but then your verbiage is kind of, you already talked about a gay scenario and.
What?
Y'all just be gay. I don't know.
I
what-
thought he said,
Well,
I'll just be gay.
I'm not gay.
I thought he said, I'll just be gay. It was finna get lit in here. Hey, but what's up, y'all? We didn't even start the show yet. It's not just company. It's your boy Mitri. We got Junior to the left of me. That's weird. Junior, say something.
Hey.
All right. We got Kwani. Kwani struggles to the right of me. Hello,
everybody. How y'all
All right.
doing? How y'all living?
I'm good.
That's
How y'all-
Caden.
How y'all doing? Caden's here because he's
He, learning the family business. He'll be taking over.
he does not have a percentage.
Tell him again, Kate. Tell him. Say, my man.
Say 15, right?
If Junior wants to give Caden 15, Caden is more than welcome with 15. It's 100 shares in this business. Caden does not have a share. Anyway, what else is new with y'all?
That's new with you. Say you bought a learning book. It gonna get you ABC Mouse.
Junior got another baby on the way, y'all. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
If I do, I don't know about it, so it ain't mine.
Look, Kate said, wait a minute.
You the only one.
Anything exciting happen with y'all?
You don't have to kiss the microphone. son.
No.
Or can we just jump right into the shits?
Yeah, you can jump
Go,
right into it.
jump.
My nigga, which one of y'all said jump right into it?
Are you gonna talk?
Yeah, I'll talk. Wait.
All right.
Can I pause him
Michu's
for
on
that?
his gay shit. For some
Can I
reason
pause him for
today.
that? Are you gonna talk? What are you talking about, nigga?
Michu's on
Anyway,
his gay
no, we
tip
ain't even
today.
gonna talk about no gay shit. All right, so would y'all date it came to my attention that females nowadays won't talk to a dude, are more likely to talk to a dude that one of their friends talk to. But in a nigga, in my mindset, that's weird to talk to a girl.
Wait. Would you saying that it's likely for a girl to talk to a dude that her friend talked to?
Yeah.
I believe it 100%.
But
Yeah, your friend probably told you some things, and after you see you and the friend and the dude left it alone, you wanted to try it out.
I don't think
You
it's
just
all-
wanted a little sample.
I think at this point in the age, it's not about sex.
Well, when you say mess with them, what are you talking about? Are you talking about like dating?
Dating.
Okay. Even then, though, still the same way. Like, you got some friends, and they see that, well, while we was together, this the kind of man he was. So they friends like, well, shit, now that y'all done, I want that kind of treatment. I ain't never got that treatment before.
So would y'all date? What's the limit on how long before y'all would date somebody y'all friend talked to?
When you put it like that, see, I was confused earlier what you saying.
As long as they know the next day.
But I mean, and with that though, I make sure my homie cool with that too.
So if, like I told Marquand, if me or Marquand hit a girl, and then say a year later, you and the girl start talking and y'all go out, is that gonna bother you at all?
No. If anything, I'm gonna tell you the bad qualities and all the good shit she got. Like, bro, she burned water, so don't have her.
No. What are you talking about? If
Yeah.
me or Marquand hit a girl and you started really liking her,
Put it like this.
I will tell y'all to tell me the good and bad, so I know what I'm getting into.
You know, I believe you too. I believe you.
I wouldn't. I told you
I
I
don't
would.
doubt him. I believe you. Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah. I would. I don't think it'll be an issue. I mean, especially with a certain time frame, like anything over like a year or two, I really wouldn't care.
What about one of your homies' baby mamas?
Well, if I'm anything like my brother,
That's fucked up.
huh?
That's fucked up.
What happened?
No, I'm just playing. But would any of y'all do that?
You know what? Honestly, on that one, there's a gray area because it depends on the kind of homeboy it is.
My nigga, I'm not hitting none of the homies.
Let me just tell you why. We have certain homeboys where we know if the shoe was on the other foot, they would take that. They would take that choice. They would do it.
But is that really your homeboy?
Shit, I mean, yeah, I thought so, but I mean, I know you would do that shit. So in return, if I got the chance, I would definitely do it, depending on who it is. Like if it was one of y'all's, you know what I mean? Like, no, I wouldn't. Not at all. I'm good. I ain't got that in my blood. But we have some homeboys where I feel like if they had the opportunity to fuck one of our baby mamas, they would definitely take it. Or fuck with them, they would definitely take it. And those certain homeboys, that's when I would definitely do the same.
Jenner?
Repeat the question.
No, we're not gonna do that.
No.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Would you mess with one of your homeboys' baby mamas?
Currently?
My nigga, we're not
don't
gonna
matter.
do this.
No, we
In
don't.
general, would you do it? I'll give you a scenario.
Okay.
One of your homeboys, him and his baby mama, it was a maybe baby, but turned out really to be his.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And 2 years later, she jumped in your inbox, and now she's trying to see what Junior be like.
Okay.
What's your response?
Are they still together?
No,
So they
That's fair
done.
play.
they done.
Has
fair
he said out his mouth, "Fuck her, I don't want her no more"?
Well, he said that plenty of times and fucked that baby because he thought it wasn't his. Then he found out the baby was his. He took it all back, but he still didn't want to be with her.
He still said, "Fuck her," though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You went to him and you said, "Hey, man, your baby mama hit me up. Is it
Well,
cool if
that's
I
it.
take that down?"
Yeah. In that scenario,
Or-
she pressed me, so I didn't do no dirty macking. I didn't throw no salt in his name. So at that point, she pressed me. So all I gotta do is make sure he's aware. Like, hey, look, she slid in my DM. She want the D. I just want to let you know if she do it again, I'm a hit, or I'm gonna let you know what's gonna happen. Now, if he gets mad about that, it ain't happened yet, so he still got time to check his baby mama. I'm just giving him foreshadowing. If it happens again, don't be mad at me because I'm letting you know I'm a hit. So yeah, I would.
Bet. Okay.
Like I said, it's a difference with me. I'm not finna press none of my homies' baby mamas. Cause then
No, I'm not ever saying like press them. We talking about in a situation that they actually come on to you.
as long as I let them know, as long as I let my homeboy know what the situation is, hey, I done my part.
But do you not feel like that certain homeboys you don't even have to let them know? You can kind of just go through with it.
If I don't hang out with you enough to consider you a friend or a brother type
That's
shit,
when
then,
I got-
But
I don't.
that's what I'm
That's
trying
when
to
I
tell you.
got-
You don't think we have certain friends
That's
and
when I
homeboys
got-
that would do it?
Oh, I got
That's when I
a
got
lot
to
of
question
temporary
y'all.
friends.
I think y'all got to question yourself. Now I got to question y'all because what type of nigga is you to say? Even though a nigga play that way, you know how they say, "Oh, it's no honor amongst thieves."
Right.
Even though a nigga get down like that, that don't mean you got to get down like that. Just because he'll hit your girl and won't tell you nothing about it, you got to. If your moral code is, my nigga, look, I'm telling you, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Look, this is how shit is rocking. Your girl hit me. She do it again. It's a wrap for you. It's a wrap for her.
Okay.
That's the type of nigga I am. If it's me, even if it's a nigga that I ain't cool with, I mean not every day with, I'm still gonna tell you like, hey, my nigga, this happened.
What Medea say? I got to get them before they get me.
Yeah, for real.
And at the end of the day, I might be mad at the homie for telling me like my baby mama hopped in his DMs. You snitching? Don't tell me who telling.
My thing is with it, it's so much gray area that some friends, even if you do tell them, I'd rather show than anything. Like, look, bro, this is what you want me to say to this? Because if I tell you anything, you're going to think that I'm lying or some shit or this and that or a nigga hating or he trying to, I pressed your baby mama first and that ain't even the case.
Are friends overrated? I was really thinking about this earlier today. No, and when I say friends, casual friends. The older I get, casual friends are overrated.
Casual friends are overrated?
Yeah.
I mean, but they're, I mean, with them being casual friends, there shouldn't be anything more than casual conversation going on. So you should only expect from them what they are, which is casual friends. Like from y'all, I can tell y'all about any problem I got with no problem if, hands, or buts. But I got people that I just hang out with or are my friends.
No, don't do that shit, my nigga. That shit
depressing. I don't tell them
depressing.
everything. You know what I mean? Like certain shit, they just don't need to know. So what I mean, like my personal life, I kind of keep that.
But do you need
away.
casual friends? The older I get,
You
the
do.
older I get, the less I need casual friends.
I'm not saying you need a bunch of them, but it's good to have a few around.
You need people to call whenever you want to just get out the house.
Yeah, you know, like somebody where, like you need certain friends for certain things. Like if you know you want to go party, you know, we might call. For example, if we want to go party and stuff, we probably gonna call Chari and them to go party, right?
Yeah, we got a suck ass.
We want to go
core
play.
base of
We want to
friends.
go play flag football or something. Who we gonna call?
Chris.
Hey, you see what I'm saying though?
Hey, but if I'm keeping
we have
it,
certain friends.
but if I'm keeping it
we can't
100,
use Chris because Chris more like a brother. So
Yeah.
he not a casual friend.
but if you keeping it, if
Shout
you,
out to Chris.
if you keeping it 100%
Williams.
honest with you, I don't keep my casual friends now. All got real life stuff going on, and now the casualness has just. Chiri is one of my closest friends.
Even though
Chiri,
fans don't know, you can go Google.
I'm sure y'all know Chari.
y'all know
He been on the
Chiri.
show
If
once or
not,
twice.
go to any of our Instagram pages. Go to anything we do. If you follow us on social media, he's probably the butt of every joke. Anyway, Chiri was a casual friend fresh out of high school. You know, hit you up. He was a party friend.
Okay.
Now Chiri, without putting anything out there, Chiri got real life shit going on. You know, he got a kid. You know, shit is different for him.
Yeah.
But now the casualness, that shit done went out the window. Cause now he'll call about real shit. I'll call him about real shit. Since I got engaged, it's different. Like that whole dynamic is now. If I call him to hang out, it's like, yeah, man, we can, but it ain't. You know.
You know what's so funny? That's true too.
I don't
'cause-
want to step out on some maybe.
Yeah, and Chari like real cool because Chari one of the niggas. He got, you know what? I don't want to incriminate nobody, but Chari understand where I come from on a certain standpoint in life. He deal with some of the shit I deal with, and it's cool to have somebody to know what I be going through on that bullshit. But I mean, it is what it is.
True. I was really thinking about just in high school. I think I was the best casual friend. Like, I don't care about nothing you got going on. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, your mom died? That's wild. Can I get this $1 for some beef jerky though? Like I was the best casual friend. But now it's to the point to where this shit is out. But anyway, I think girls have more casual friends than anything.
Well, you got to remember though, girls, they casual friends are really just informants. They casual friends with people just so they can get the info they need. You know what I mean? So
One of our girl viewers, this might be a little heavy topic. Well, it's not for me. One of our girl viewers said, if a guy forces a girl to have an abortion, is he wrong?
Nah, he's just real good with the words.
No,
That
you
shit
got to
is
put that on
hard.
both sides. Some people look at it as he wrong because it's like, shit, you knew what you was doing when you laid down and got her pregnant. So keep
I
the
hate
baby.
those people.
Other people will look at him wrong because it's like, nigga, that's how you going to make her get rid of the baby. because of some shit you don't want. How you know she don't want to keep the baby? It's like, you know, some people look at it like
in
forcing
my
her to do
opinion,
it.
I'm not the guy that says it's a woman. It is a woman's right to choose. But if the guy wants to be there, it is now both of y'all right to choose whether or not to have that baby. Because if that man is openly telling you, look, I don't want to have this kid, and if you still decide to have that kid, I don't believe the court should be able to say, oh, you got to be on child support now. Nah, I told her not to have this shit.
I'll agree with that.
To me, that's what I would say. But once again, maybe that's a little insensitive. But if I openly told you, no, I don't want to have this kid, you shouldn't be able to get a dollar from me unless I want to.
I approve of that. I'll agree with
That's
that.
like you quitting a job and your job still making you pay their federal income taxes. That's the same shit. That's like you quitting. Nigga, I collect y'all. What is
doesn't
this?
work here no more.
Nigga, I don't gotta pay benefits with y'all no more. This shit
I get
stops. That's what I told her specifically, but I just wanted to get y'all input. Jennifer,
No, I mean,
did you have
you're
something to
right, because shit, it is everybody's choice, but it depends on how you looking at the situation.
I
'Cause
got
you get some
Cash
girls
App
that
now,
just
so I'm good.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If I have not, if you ain't met my mama and I get you pregnant, I'm definitely shooting an abortion shot. Sorry.
Well, I have 2 kids, so already, so I'm
Before
definitely- What?
Before that,
I was very eager to be a dad, so before that, I'll be like, shit, keep it.
nah, that's a sad life, Jenner.
Not a sad life, shit. I couldn't wait.
Like I said, whoever that guy is, if he got her to get an abortion, he better be a pimp because he is good with the words. Because to tell a girl to get
All
an
men will
abortion,
pull that then, though.
tell a girl to get an abortion and she actually do it because you said so, that's some real good shit. Because normally you say that shit and it's my body, I do what I want with it, and
But then you gotta understand, you got the vice versa role where you got some women where they saying, "No, I'm gonna get an abortion," and the nigga like, "No, you not."
yeah, it's a lot of them out here now.
You got that too.
Yeah,
You got that too.
And it's
So
also a lot of niggas.
The niggas
that-
be trapping girls, you know. That's how you trap them.
That's a topic we can get into. It's a lot of niggas out here that have trapped a female into a relationship.
Yeah.
And not even with a baby. Niggas have trapped a female with one debt. Because if I get a girl to get me a car and in her name, now she's trapped. Whether we break up or not, you're trapped. It's a lot of girls. It's almost tax time. Jenner can speak to this. There's a lot of girls out here finna get a lot of chargers for a lot of niggas. And you know what's gonna happen? Come July, these niggas finna show out.
January got to be like the happiest time for females.
why is that?
Everybody's lovely.
Yeah, everybody's in love. They take family photos, matching outfits.
Listen, the
Girls
government-
get a nigga that come home and cook.
The
and-
government was slick by putting Valentine's Day in February. They want people to think they in love around Valentine's
Are they
Day.
slicker for that?
It's
or
that
are they,
because it's tax time. That's what it's for.
are they slicker for that? Or are they slicker for Valentine's Day being a couple days before NBA All-Star Weekend every year?
I don't see what that would have to do with anything.
NBA All-Star Weekend. You catching all the NBA players up. They got to pay their side bitches now. Yes, they
because
are.
You got to think. I mean, but that's been in the play, you know, because the All-Star Weekend kind of got moved around a few times.
I think
so
that's slick, bro.
it would be slick for the NBA that they moved the dates to a few days after Valentine's Day.
I think the NBA, if the NBA and Hallmark got any kind of relationship, I think it's slicker than NBA. Get that shit popping.
Yeah, Hallmark.
We'll get these niggas on the back end.
Nah, but yeah, it's January. It's a lot of happy girls in January. Every girl's in a faithful, committed relationship. That's when dudes really be ready to fight over their girl. Especially she got a good job. She got kids by some other niggas. Then you got to compete with the baby daddies. That's when baby daddies get along with each other around tax time. If she got like 3-4 different baby daddies, y'all sit around, play PlayStation in the same house, watch she cook. You know, y'all each watch y'all kids. Y'all one big happy family. Then when she divvy up the tax return, that's when you disappear again.
Well, if she got about 3 or 4 kids, she only claiming about 2 anyway to get the max return. So 2 of those baby daddies, she gonna let them claim the kids and make sure they cut her off a piece of the cake.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I have never had any of these things happen, so I want to lend an opinion, but I did not know you niggas was sitting which one of y'all baby mamas got more than one baby daddy?
First of all, why you say which one got baby mamas? I got one.
But that story sounded real. Did you hear that?
That did.
I
got one baby mama with 2 kids. So I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
My
You
kids
said baby
probably saying
mamas. You better stop putting plurals out there. I got one.
No, Jenner. You better stop coming up with something. Look,
One of our viewers said she don't know nobody from January through March.
It's
That's
cool.
cool.
She still get a tax return. Some nigga gonna come find her. They stand outside playing music, holding roses. He gonna be there.
Oh my goodness.
That's what girls be walking to the gas station looking bummy. And they go, "Hey, mama, what you doing? Let me take you out tonight."
the cat calling get real aggressive.
I wonder how many niggas. I know some of my homeboys. I ain't gonna say no names on nobody, but they got in a position over the summer. They said they got in position over the summer because they don't want to be like everybody else and wait till fall.
If I'm single, if I was single right now, my position would be so locked in right now with a chick with like 2 kids and her baby daddy in jail for
I'm
like
going
10 years.
after all the girls who just graduated from nursing school
okay,
to be
okay.
CNAs.
Okay, I didn't know where that was
They
going.
gonna get a lot of shit taken out.
Woo.
But I'm going after all them fat girls, of course. No offense to y'all, but I'm going after them.
Why
Ugly
you trying to go
chicks.
after people with low self-esteem?
Not
so I get
all
majority of their
fat
tax
girls
money.
have
They
low
don't. They don't. But
self-esteem.
that's what he was aiming towards. I know Junior.
Not low self-esteem, but big girls. I mean, around that time, first of all, it's winter. So dudes, they chase them in the winter because they be cold, but at the same time, they really still get
Jimmy,
overlooked.
what is this, the 60s? These niggas better get a North Face jacket. I'm not chasing no big girl because it's cold outside.
Yeah, I don't know what
Personally,
you're talking about,
the
dog.
ones with low self-esteem are the skinny girls now. It's the times have changed. The skinny girls have low self-esteem because you want to know why? I would much rather have a big booty chick. Even now, every big girl don't got a big booty. I'd much rather have a big booty chick than a girl that's built like one of my homeboys who ain't hit the gym yet. I'd much rather have a big booty chick. Who would you rather
It's
have?
winter time.
What you mean?
It's winter time. What would you rather have? A nice full-figured woman or a little stick?
You want a full-figured woman because you know she can cook. And it's winter time. You want to be in the house eating something warm.
But what if the
Cuddling
skinny
gonna be
girl?
fire.
What if the skinny girl just graduated from Le Cordon Bleu?
Nigga, she's still skinny. That means she's and most skinny girls feel like they still compete with the bad bitches, so they trying to go out too.
I know some big girls who can't cook. I'm just be honest.
Oh, I know some too.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I'm
that's
not
a
just
given.
gonna jump.
No, I got nothing against big girls. I like big girls.
What's your weight? What's your weight? Your target weight that you wouldn't go over?
Maybe 250. 250, maybe 300.
My nigga, you got to think about it.
250, maybe 300 pounds.
250 not as big as what you think it is. Some of them strippers in
Yeah, I mean,
Atlanta
I would
is-
say like no more than 300, 310.
So if
it.
she was 350, but she wore it well, would you date her?
Yeah.
Jenner, what's your?
I don't have a target weight. If I can't get my arms around your waist, it's a wrap.
So what you trying to say is, if it fit, it sticks.
Yeah. I got. Wait.
So we're going we're gonna pause the topic.
So
We're gonna pause the topic because I think you may have something you want to say to us.
Nah, what I was saying was.
Finish saying what you're saying.
Nah, what I was saying was, when it comes to big girls, I don't really care about the size. It's all about circumference, I guess. Like, I gotta be able to.
You want to be able to give an actual hug.
Yeah, you know,
you
and
can
I don't
hit it
like
with
them
the arm.
sloppy built. You know,
I
Like-
see what you mean.
like if
So you would be okay with a big girl to where it's like it was all evened out on her body. She's
some-
big, but you can tell. Like you don't want a girl with skinny legs.
I want to.
And
If I had
You
to
don't
get
want a
one-
girl built like an upside down bowling pin.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nah, cause sometimes that shape be cool. It's just
That
You-
shape is never cool.
you
I just wanna be
gotta-
honest with you.
I mean, yeah.
what I'm saying is you got to be able to wear your weight right. Most big girls don't wear it right. They try to do too tight of clothes and then they stuff be spilling over. Or they wear too loose of clothes and they look like they too comfortable and now they sloppy built
I mean,
like a big
but
burger.
I'm gonna be real with you. Even some of the big girls, to where it's like they do wear too
They
tight
sloppy
clothing.
like a Carl's Jr. burger. You
That's
made
fucked up.
this.
That's fucked up.
You ever went to Carl's? You ever got a burger from Carl's Jr.? You expect it to be all
Big
lovely?
girls have everyone to call a bad burger bill, bitch.
I mean, but you got some big girls where even when they clothes do fit kind of tight, it's the confidence that you see with that they
Yeah.
have in it. You know
I'm
what
gonna be
I mean?
honest with you. Some big girls have too much confidence. Last
No,
time
they don't.
we,
I mean, well,
it's a such
Yeah.
thing as too much confidence.
it is a such thing as too much confidence.
Too much confidence got our president the way it is now.
When she got 3
No,
necks
that's
and then
just
try to
arrogance.
roll her neck because you said hi to her. Girl, what did you just roll?
The kind of big girls I don't
I
like
don't
are
like
the
that.
ones that talk about food like they not big.
I was just
Ooh.
finna get to that too.
Ooh, I can't wait to go get me.
What's wrong with them talking about it like that? Because they like, so I do the shit just because I'm skinny, I'm okay with doing it.
Nah, you.
Yes.
Look, we know you eat.
All right, no.
But you don't talk about.
Let's put it
food
this. Let's put it
every
this way.
5 minutes.
If I'm a drug addict, right? If I'm addicted to coke, I can talk about coke all day long. But you know, at a certain point, it gets to the point where it's like, nah, bro, you really got a problem. You need to cut that coke stuff out. But if you don't do coke, you can talk. Junior can joke about coke. He's never done coke in his life. You want to know why you don't think Junior has a problem? Because he's never done coke.
I'm not saying he can't talk about it, but he can't talk about people that do coke because maybe that's their way of, I don't know, relaxing themselves. Well, I mean, of course it is, but
So
maybe they're dealing
I'm
with
talking
some trauma
about.
or
I'm talking
childhood
about the
trauma shit
girls
that they
that'll
ain't
just
know.
be sitting there staring off into outer space, and you walk up to them like, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm just thinking about this little T-bone I got marinating at the house.
You got more than one, or I'm interested now.
I'm
at
gonna
this
be
point.
honest with you. I'm not interested.
How long has it been marinating, and what kind of seasoning you been putting
One,
on
I'm
it?
not interested. One, I'm not interested because
I'm asking real questions. What kind of sides are you? What kind of sides are you making? And is this gonna be with Hennessy or wine, or are we just drinking?
Hey, it came to my conclusion just now that Marquand is definitely into dating ratchets. This nigga just said, "What are we doing, Hennessy or wine?" What?
You gotta love Hennessy.
What?
Yeah, I love Hennessy, man. That's my
This
favorite
nigga
alcohol.
didn't say as you sauce. This nigga didn't say nothing. Hennessy or wine?
Well, I want to know. You got to give me the full layout of the meal so I know if it's gonna be worth it.
I'm laughing.
Is it steak and potatoes with some broccoli or something?
I'm
Some kind of
laughing
vegetable?
because some of our viewers may not know you the way I do. You're gonna end up drinking a little bit of that wine and a lot of bit of that Hennessy.
Yeah.
It's not either.
I
one
wouldn't even
of
drink the wine. I don't need the wine. If the Hennessy there, I don't need the wine. Had that. I got this.
All right.
Yeah.
So I got another question for y'all. Have y'all ever, Junior? You lost some weight. I'm getting down. I'm realizing now that when I see one of our viewers, he watches the show too. His name Doobie. We went to school with Doobie.
I know you're talking about.
I realized
That's him and that's Leandro dude, right?
no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Now,
Switch subject.
I can't
Anyway.
recall that last statement. It was
Anyway,
old news.
I had to realize,
TMZ.
and I had to pull him to the side and tell him. He walked up and patted me on the chest, but it hurt, and I had to tell him like, I'm not your size.
He's probably heavy-handed though.
No,
Looking at Doobie, you can tell he might be heavy-handed.
no. But that's not the only one. When it comes to big girls, like if a girl is bigger than me, we was all at Stoney's when the girl choked me. When you got
I
to tell.
think she was trying to low-key rape you and take you
I don't
home.
know
that
what
night.
was happening.
that was
I hate
crazy.
being like at a chubby size, cause then you get the.
But you know what's so crazy? Like y'all, I know y'all looking at it and like Julian lost his weight and you working on yours and y'all want to get little, but I'm tired of being skinny. This skinny shit was just, man, I don't know what happened, but I want to get fat. You know, the trainer told me I will never get to the weight I want.
What weight do you want?
I want to be like 220, 225.
He's lying. Do you want me to get you to
He
220,
said-
240?
He told me,
You want me to get you to?
Get you there. All it takes is one trip to Roberto's, nigga. You just gotta go. We get you.
man, listen, y'all know I eat nothing but
No.
I eat nothing but bad greasy food.
Marquand,
Who do you know loses weight while they're eating greasy
Marquand,
food all the goddamn time?
do you want to be 220?
Yes.
When do you want to make this happen?
As ASAP.
You give me a week, you will be 220. Look, this is the reason why I decided to
Yeah.
lose weight. And I can get you perfectly clear. Once clothes start fitting weird, that's when you got to make the decision.
Well,
It's
you
a
know
wrap.
what? You know what I get tired of doing? I get tired of buying clothes, and the reason why I can't fit them no more is because I'm losing weight. I get tired of that.
I don't hear this.
I want to gain weight. The purpose of me is to gain. I'm
Marquand.
not trying to. You know, I'm 26 years old. And guess how much I weigh? Just take a guess.
190 gay. No, I'm just playing. I knew that would get him. I knew that would get him.
You so good.
All right, nah, I would probably say about 2.
No, exactly. See, you would think that, right?
How much?
160.
Bro, that's not bad.
It's not bad. What do you mean it's not bad? I'm underweight. According to my weight class,
As
I'm
somebody who's been
underweight.
big my whole life, let me tell you, it's overrated. People try to offer you food for stuff that you
I
would
would
regularly
love
get
that.
cash for.
But I would love that.
Like, I hate when people like, hey, can you give me a ride? I'll buy you a burger or something.
Yeah,
no,
from where?
you can just give me the money. I
First
don't
of all,
want a burger.
do I get
all
to
the
choose
time.
what burger spot I gotta go to? Because if I get to choose,
But I don't want a burger all the time.
you know what? One thing is I don't turn away food. I don't.
You walk into
turn down.
people's house, they automatically offer you a plate.
Well,
You want a plate? You're
well.
not even cooking.
Not all the time.
Where's the plate coming from?
Not all the time. I need to inspect the kitchen first. You know, I need to know. I need to look at the food and determine on if it's
When you're
worth
big,
eating.
you stop inspecting kitchens.
Sounds nice. I wish I can. You know.
Take a piece of chicken from anywhere. No, I'm just playing with you.
You know what? I'm gonna be real with you, and it's gonna sound very stereotypical. But if it's a black household I'm walking into, I shouldn't have to question if you can make chicken or not.
I'm skeptical. What kind of black hole is this?
I don't know, but I feel like it's just certain households or certain things you shouldn't have to worry about when dealing with certain type of people.
Big mamas are gone, bro. They ain't teaching their daughter.
Hey, you wanna know what? The only
You know what? You're right, because it seems like, and this is no disrespect to any woman
I am.
that I've been
Black
with,
women can make
but
mixed
most of the
drinks better
women
than that.
I've been with, I've had to cook.
Yeah.
I'm the cook because they don't know how.
They can make you a mixed drink though.
No. Well, yeah. They sure know how to pour Hennessy down my throat.
Yeah, they can make a drink.
Soul Food, all the movie Soul Food, all that taught me was that black people use too much salt. She lost her leg in that movie and then she died.
Well, you know,
She lost a leg and she died.
That's it.
That's all that taught me. Really go
I
back and
can't
watch
argue with
Soul
that
Food.
statement. I can't argue with it because that's facts.
They never had leftovers.
She used
must
all
have been
that
good.
more than salt. That
I
was
mean,
you
you
know
think
what?
about it. With that, when you know everybody finna be eating, would you have leftovers if you know the food finna be bomb? You had people hiding to-go plates before they even made their current plate.
There was a lot of drama going on around eating. Like I can't eat under stress.
Do y'all think it's awkward? When,
That's when I'm at my best eating.
nah, I can't eat.
Passing them waffles.
How you gonna eat yams and all the other stuff when they arguing about who the daddy is?
And
over
who
there?
went
Because
to
while
the
y'all
grocery
arguing, I'm
store?
gonna get as much yams as I want.
I never see nobody. That's kind
You
of
know what? But that's because you don't go to the grocery store. When somebody say they on their way, hey, you know, Pooty said he was coming. Tell him to bring it.
I hate being that guy. I hate being the guy. That's why I won't. If you invite me somewhere, I'm not gonna call you till I'm outside, because you're not gonna have me go and get a bunch of stuff and then send me around the room to get my money back $2 at a time from everybody in the house.
Well,
And
but I mean, when it's something like Thanksgiving, you obligated. I mean, you're not
Yeah,
obligated, but most likely you're gonna come
ice
in hand
costs
with
$40
something.
around.
I don't even know what obligated means.
A bag of ice get you for 40.
Unless it's my mama's house, I'm not bringing anything to eat.
Yeah, I don't bring nothing to my mama's house either. Lisa know better.
I'll bring some rolls or something if she asks me.
I'm not even doing that. I'll take somebody to the store to get
Do
something.
you count? We threw barbecues before at the house. Do y'all think it's weird when people count plates? Like, hey, Steve over there on his 4th plate.
Yeah, I do think
Somebody
it's
go
weird.
slow Steve.
I do think it's weird. 'Cause first of all, you've been watching me eat this whole time. You done watched me go through 3 plates of food.
But you know what's funny? I think it's like a black instinct. Like, you could be eating your food and you, hey,
Marquand.
Steve.
Marquand, did you just have a bowl of yams? Mind your business, brother.
And the funny thing is, they didn't watch you lick your whole wrist because barbecue sauce dripping and stuff. They didn't seen all that. You like, bruh, like, really?
And that's when you got to go have a weird talk with them, and they know it's about food. That's when you got to, hey, man, did you eat before you got here?
How you been?
Nah, that's when you gotta walk up with another plate. Hey, I seen the last four you done killed. I know you might still be hungry, so
I only
I'm gonna go
watch.
ahead and just leave this here.
I only watch
And,
when people
I'ma act
start
like I ain't
taking
see that.
plates. When people start making plates and taking them to the car, that's when I watch. What is going on here? Because it's like
You ain't never seen somebody take about 2 or 3 plates to the car and then come back and make 2 and try to sit down and eat?
Nah, they hand
Wait
them
a
off.
minute.
They pack 4 in a bag and they hand them off, and then that person's the runner. They run them to
the baby
car.
bag is the new car. The women just packed all the food in the baby bag.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure on this Thanksgiving, I'm gonna definitely have one of my daughter diaper bag is gonna be empty.
He said you ain't gonna
This is gonna be the first stop I make. What he say, cousin? What he call
Cousin Pete.
Cousin Pete.
You already made your house routes, huh?
Yeah, I already got my route, my mapped out plate. I already got it mapped out.
I don't eat everywhere.
It's not everywhere. Like I know I'll be here. I'll be at my mom's house.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't eat, like, it's different. It's certain stuff I don't eat from anybody but my mom. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like macaroni and cheese. I don't eat that. Well, actually, I eat the macaroni and cheese y'all make here because it's
You
good
cook
too.
chitlins, yo. House is off my.
I don't
list.
eat chitlins. I don't eat pork, so I don't eat none of that.
Here you go. With this.
Y'all know how hard Thanksgiving was last year?
I
You don't eat pork?
'cause I ate.
No,
Why don't you eat pork?
because I just stopped eating pork.
For
Why?
what?
I
A
don't know.
pig is not hurting from you not eating it. I just want to let you know that.
Y'all know pork is very poisonous for the body.
Who said that?
Y'all don't look.
You
at
got to
y'all
try
things.
it to know it's poisonous.
I did. I had it all my life, and then I just stopped eating it.
That's when
Like
you
for
was-
example, I stopped eating it for what, like the first 4 or 5 months.
And
I
that's
stopped
when you was
eating it.
gaining weight.
Wait,
No, I
let me
wasn't.
ask you this question.
Actually,
How long did
I
you
actually
eat?
gained more weight
How
stopping
long
eating
did you
pork.
eat pork before you stopped?
My whole life.
So
It's only been a year.
So 25 years?
Yeah.
You ate pork?
Yeah.
You know, any damage that was going to happen is done. There's nothing you can do to reverse that.
Let me just tell, like for example, I stopped eating and like 4 months ago, my mama had made some neck bones,
Okay.
but she made the greens in with the neck bones, and I ate the greens because I didn't know that they was mixed in with pork, and I was sick throwing up for 2 days straight.
Off the pork?
Yeah.
Maybe the greens were undercooked. 'Cause I don't
maybe
think it was
the
pork.
greens.
You got to stop blaming pigs for stuff.
I guarantee you right now, I can go eat some pork right now, and I'm gonna be sick tomorrow.
Marquand,
Right in the morning, I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah. Okay.
you said pork?
Yeah.
I'm not look, it's certain stuff you give and take on. You
I mean,
give-
it's a lot of replacements
You know,
though. Like what can,
my
like for
question
example,
is-
I found out they have beef bacon, which is delicious.
My question for everybody who says that is, how do you spot pork? Cause I don't know.
That's real.
You put a piece of meat down, I'm just gonna eat.
Yeah, I heard what he said. Nah, what was you finna say that?
You eat chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know a chicken will follow another chicken and eat when he using the bathroom and eat it, right?
Yeah.
Chickens are the nastiest animal.
So
Like
why
that
won't
you-
eat pork? You ain't Muslim.
I'm not.
That's a whole different.
And who can identify pork off straight looks? I'm sorry.
So you don't know what kind of foods that are pork.
No,
So if I just,
Yeah, you do.
you do know.
I don't know. the
Ham.
Is carne asada pork?
Ham is
That's
pork.
fake.
Oh, I'm safe. I'm safe.
Beef. Yeah.
Ham is pork.
Ham is pork.
Bologna? Ham is pork. Hey, ham is pork. Is the craziest. Ham is pork.
It's a frog. It's water
All
tight. Wait.
We got a lot of weight.
It's
No.
it's a lot of
Hold
food-
on,
it's a lot of
Marquand.
food.
Hold on. You just put a piece of meat in front of me, and
You just lay down a piece of meat and I'm gonna eat it.
For real, how many times back when everybody wasn't so Muslim, Misha wasn't a pescatarian eating just fish.
Pescatarian.
This bullshit. Either way.
You don't know what?
Listen.
No, if you gonna say that, honestly, only thing I can agree with Marquand is when I went that month just eating fish, you do feel it. You feel the difference in certain things. You feel like oh, okay.
Like,
I don't get so tired
there- I was
after
gonna say
eating.
that. I ain't so tired all the time. though.
I done been eating nothing but meat products
Yeah.
for about the last 2 months, and I done dropped weight. So I don't know.
It's not that. It's okay.
And it helps other things too.
If you
They got
honestly,
pills for that. I
Lasts
don't care.
longer.
They got pills for that.
this brings up another conversation. I'm gonna go ahead and pause you for that too. What do y'all think about the whole like the pill crisis and stuff going on?
What do you mean?
The opiates. People addicted to like pills and stuff.
I mean, it's they drugs. You gotta expect it. You know they're gonna get addicted, but that's why it's limited as to how many people can take. But they find them. So, you know what's so crazy? I've never understood, or actually I've understood, but the people with drug addicts can get anything done. Does that make sense?
My one of
So, if you were on opioids, but I told you this is the last supply of opioids, you got to do this, this, and that before you can even get some. I guarantee you, within 2 to 3 hours, you would have had it done.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying, though? Where the next man would have like, I'm not. It's not that serious.
I'm saying in the sense of, and
Like, you would have ate groceries for that opioid.
I'm taking
if he
this.
would've told you to.
I was taking this
Mail groceries.
this guy home at work. I'm taking him home. He's getting his car fixed. I was dropping him off at home, and he was maybe I'd say late 70s, but he said he don't believe in the pill crisis that's going on right now because he said I was around during the crack epidemic when they built prisons for people people addicted to pills. Now they building facilities and they want to have talks. What happened? Charger. Tell Nicholas to get your charger. Just yell Nicholas to tell him. But no, that's what he was saying. I just thought that was like a crazy saying. He was like, they build prisons for crackheads, but they want to help people take pills. Stop giving them pills. They're man-made pills.
I feel like we should make our own pills.
I feel like we should do meth brownies. My nigga, I come through with the meth brownies. Niggas ain't gonna know what hit them or who they hit. Is that a pause, Marquand? Would you take a meth brownie?
No.
It's in my bedroom.
It's in Dimitri's bedroom.
I don't know what a meth brownie is.
Marquand,
What?
we're talking about a business proposal.
Okay.
You don't know one person that would take a meth brownie.
No.
I know a few.
An ecstasy brownie?
I'm with.
Ecstasy, yeah.
Boy, I'll put
Meth, no.
Junior, you coming from an era when we first got out of high school, there were people that I will not admit that I even friends with anymore, crushing up Xanax, putting them in a squirt bottle, and drinking that squirt bottle. Now, when I say Xanax, I mean like 5 or 6 pills, putting lean in there. Just a combination for death.
Yeah.
So you telling me right now, if I put 2 Xannies, an ecstasy pill, and some lean inside of a brownie mix, mixed it up, and made that a brownie, how many niggas you know about it today?
I know a few.
I know. I could sell it to Junior.
Dr. Satan, it ain't no my brother. I got to say the name, no. But what was I want to talk to y'all about? It's been a topic that's crazy.
Buy isn't just buy anymore.
Nah, everybody at work is talking about pay raises and all this other stuff, and everybody winning the elections and all this and crying because California taking over Vegas because of the cost of living and all this other stuff. Well, I was just thinking, while I was zoning out at work, it costs to live.
Junior, the thing you should be thinking about is you have to pay for water, a natural resource you have to pay for. Somebody owns. We had this talk on the show before. I said, how long do y'all think until somebody owns air? You realize the movie Tank Girl? That was about people owning water.
Yeah.
You know Arrowhead is a company, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying it costs to live.
You got to pay a water bill.
There is nothing for free, even death. It costs to live.
Junior, you know what's crazy about this? Junior has these revelations, but when I told him, and you remember on the show because me and you talked about it, but he said he didn't know what we were talking about. Is free will a real thing, or is it just the idea of free will?
It's an idea.
Free will is not real. You never really own anything. Just like a car. You never really own your car. The DMV own your car, because if you don't get your car registered, you better not drive it or you're going to get a ticket, and you got to pay the DMV to drive your car again. Well, you got to pay your ticket and then pay the DMV to drive your car again.
Or you can put it in somebody else's name and then have it switch it back to your name.
That's cool. You could do that way. They're going to get their money somehow, some way. You could do whatever. I don't care if the chicken came before the egg came before the chicken. somebody's getting hatched. Okay, what
Yeah.
you say? Your house, even if you own your house, you get all
gotta
these
pay
people
mortgage.
that's so happy. I bought a house. I did this, and that. You pay your house cash. You pay $200,000 cash for your house. If you don't pay your taxes,
Yep.
that house is gone. Now in the Philippines, my homie Alex, shout out to Alex, he was telling me that if you own a house there, your family owns that house regardless. There is no the government could take it back. You own that house forever. He
Welcome to America.
He said my grandparents have a house. They've had that house since my grandma was little, and she lived till she was 100. So they've had that house that whole time. That's just it doesn't move anywhere. Now, what? I don't know.
No. But yeah.
No, I just think it's funny.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't know that the homeowners association, if you don't upkeep your house how they want you to, they can take your house. I did not know
I
that.
didn't know they could take it. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they
Yeah.
take, even if you caught up on all your bills and everything, if you don't maintain your property how they want you to, they can seize your house. That's crazy.
You don't own anything.
Somebody I know just almost lost his house to the government over $73. He forgot to pay $73.
Free will is an idea.
Hey, can I tell y'all what my? All right, so listen.
Uh-oh.
So my dealership, I made a payment. Do you know they told me that I was delinquent on my next payment for this month?
Why?
Guess what the amount was?
What?
How much?
Just take a wild guess.
25 cents.
15.
I knew it was about something stupid like that. They be really crying about 15, 10
if
cents.
you want to keep it a buck, I'll be waiting for my car note place to say that. And the reason why is I want y'all to come get this car for 15 cents. We are going to court.
And they will, and they'll go to court.
Yeah.
And we are going to court.
Because in their eyes, money is money. They don't care if it's 2 pennies. Just like apartments. How many times does an apartment try to come after you over 10 cents? 5
Even with
cents.
that, just like, which it's a lot of stuff where it's like we won't, even if you was working at a place and you took a penny out the register, just a penny, they can fire you for it.
I get that.
But
That
that-
makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense, and the apartment
It doesn't
makes
make
sense.
sense.
It doesn't
You
at all.
finna fire me over a penny?
Well, now I can't trust you. So why would I keep somebody I can't trust you?
A penny?
I can't trust you. I don't want you
We're
to
not
steal
gonna let
anything.
you live here over 5
How many pennies have you walked across the street?
This is my thing with this thing, with this whole thing. What is the rule? We can move the goalposts as much as we want to. What's the rule? You need to pay. If I tell you to pay $1.09, if you pay $1.05, if I let you slide with that extra 4 cents and I let him slide, I gotta let him slide because I let you slide.
Yeah, but
and
if
then
I'm
I
paying
let
you,
the-
you got a penny jar on your table. If you don't just snatch out 4 pennies,
Jenner, you talking about a jar? That's my jar. Them pennies ain't yours. Now you want me to
Technically, they ain't yours either because when I throw pennies in there, it's for somebody who may not have
exactly.
it.
I get you.
Okay.
But Junior just said a penny jar. So if I got a penny jar on my table, so you want me to pay half of your rent?
so somebody paying you for something.
It's
let's say
business.
you get back in. Let's say we open our shop and you doing the T-shirt sales side. Somebody only got they 5 pennies short. You ain't gonna give them that shirt because they 5 pennies
No,
short.
see now you're talking about
No,
buyers.
that's what you saying.
No, you're talking about buyers and sellers. Now, if we have an employee there and that employee takes let's say 5 cents from the register, me personally, I wouldn't fire him, but I would let them know that this is the rule. I'm sorry, I don't care if you took 16, if you took 2 cents. The rule is don't touch anything because at this point, you're affecting my money. This is business. Now, if we're talking about Mitri personally, I can care less about that 5 cents. Mitri business mind, 5 cents matters.
I think you are very senile.
The rule is the
How do
rule.
you spot 5 pennies missing?
That's like asking, you want to know what's crazy? That's like saying, well, if she looked at me in my eyes when I raped her, was it really rape? That's like saying the same thing. The rule is the rule.
Why did your scenario have to be so
I
sparse?
don't think that's the same
so
thing.
Do you want me to tell you why it's the same thing?
outrageous.
The rule is the rule.
My whole thing is
Y'all all like this. Y'all all want these business
No.
model. This is a good topic.
okay. Go ahead, cause
Everybody wants to have these, oh, you a businessman, you this, and that, I'm about my business. If the rule is you're not taking money from me, That's the rule. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Is that right or wrong,
I mean,
Marco?
I get it. I ain't arguing with you. I'm just like certain things you kind of can just like let slide.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Like if one of my employees got caught stealing a penny, I'm not finna fire them over that penny.
I didn't say I would either. I'm just saying the rule is
But
the
it's
rule.
just, I mean, the rule is the rule. Grant, I have the authority to fire him if I wanted to. Yeah, you are correct. But as like morally, I don't think I'd be okay with telling myself you really fire somebody over a penny. Now that's petty. Honestly,
Mom, what's your stance on that,
Very
Mom?
petty.
that's very petty.
What's your stance on that?
It's petty.
You ran your own business before. Is that petty or is it the rule is the rule? I said I wouldn't fire him, but the rule is the rule. As far as somebody stealing money.
5 cents.
Somebody took 5 cents out the register one day.
Well, if you stole 5 cents, something's really wrong. But if there's a 5 cent under, I have to take the same stance if it's a 5 cent over. Because either you took it from me or you took it from a customer. So the rule has to be balance every night. Now, if there's a discrepancy over or under, you need to figure out where it's from. But I don't think I ought to hold you accountable and label you. I hold you accountable, but not label you as thief. Meaning, I can't have it both ways. I can't trust you at my register and trust you as customers and then label you as soon as you're under. I'd have to probably, in my own opinion, I would probably say 5 cents over and under, it's not a problem. Over and under. If you over 5 cents, I need just as much of an explanation. If you're under, well then that 5 cents, as long as it's under, you set a standard. Okay, if it's under 10 cents, I don't care. But if it's over 10 cents, explain.
That's kind of true. Because when I was working at Starbucks, their thing is as long as the drawer wasn't under, wasn't short no more than $5, there was no need for a write up.
But no, my thing is there has to
be a happy medium. You just can't say period.
And maybe the rape thing was a little too far. Yeah. But what I meant by that was, and I'm sorry, that's
why I was like, why did it have to be so outrageous?
When I let go, that's how my mind switched. We all like J. Cole.
If I rape you a little bit too hard, if I make you cry a little bit too much.
The only
like put stipulations like saying I'm gonna just be kissing on you. That's my rape.
Since I started working at where I work at, the only thing I've noticed is every company doesn't have the same business model.
That is
at my job
true.
There's no wiggle room.
Most definitely true.
If you're over, it's the same way. If you over, we tripping with you just as hard. Why are you over? Because now you're getting somebody that could be a potential customer next time, and now when they come back, now I have to pay them anyway because they're over, and I know they're right. And if they come down and they do research and they pull all my paperwork, they're gonna see that I'm over. So why are you stealing from the customer? And if you're under, why are you stealing from me? Because this is my business. That's what I meant by it's 15 cents, but. Yeah, I mean, if everybody talking business, this business.
I'm not saying they'll be wrong for it, but I mean, if you really fire somebody over 15 cents, I mean, unless it's repetitive, if they've been doing it for a year, always taking 15 cents out the Jordan, at that point, I get it. I mean, hey, it's repetitive.
I still don't get it.
What? 15? I mean, you add that up. I mean, it's probably ain't too much, but it's something.
You ever sold weed before, Jenna?
Yes.
All right, I got a little story for y'all. So, if y'all sell weed. And it's not really much of a story. One of our good friends was telling me this. If I give my girl, I told him, I'm like, hey, why don't you give your girl weed? Why you make her pay? Well, if I give her a dub every time I see her and I see her 3 times a week, I'm losing money. Nah, she got to pay for weed. Now, if she wants to smoke when I smoke, she can, but I'm not giving her anything because it's my job. I'm sorry. And if I find out she's stealing weed, any amount, a nug or anything, I'm tripping with her because you're taking money out of my pocket.
Total different scenario.
No, it's not really totally
That's
different.
Totally different.
I get what he's
talking
trying
about.
To say it for.
You live in an apartment complex and you go pay your rent, but you 10 cents short.
They really gonna hound you.
Yeah, they're gonna try to evict you if you don't pay that 10 cents. They're gonna write letters, hang them on your door, and all that stuff for that 10 cents.
At that point, don't even pull the 10 cents out your pocket. You know what they're gonna tell you? You gotta go get a money order.
Gotta get a money order, which means that 10 cents now is $1.
$2.
Yeah, $2.10 because you gotta pay their fee. That's what I'm saying. When the apartment come on now. I understand y'all got property taxes and all this other stuff y'all got to pay. But all the other tenants and everything give you their money for their rent, plus your money for the rent. When you combine all that together and give it to whoever you got to pay, you think they're going to be like, oh, yeah, this is 200-something thousand, but you 10 cents short.
Well,
Really?
like you said, business is business. I mean, maybe they be expecting that same deposit every month.
Whoever's doing that count, whoa. This is $253,300, but you 10 cents short. Bitch, I just gave you $200-something thousand and you complained about 10 cents? 10.
Maybe that 10 cents was making me hit $1 million mark in my goal.
But
That's petty people.
now
bro.
it's petty, but I think Marquand's understand what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
petty because you thinking of it from a buyer standpoint. Think of it from an owner standpoint.
I'm thinking
What
of,
if I guarantee one of my investors that I would have $1 million in my account and I was 10 cents short because you didn't give me your 10 cents for rent?
wow.
I'm tripping.
When you could have just pulled it out your pocket.
No, this is my account. That's all I have.
That's not what it's about.
That's all I have is that 10 cent was going to make that $1 million mark for me so my investor would invest with me, match what I put in. So now because you didn't want to give me your 10 cent, I lost out on a good business deal. I get that part. You know what I mean? I understand. It's very petty. It is, but I mean, stuff like that.
No, I'm
really
just
happens.
thinking of it from an owner standpoint. You still Nino Brown had the girls in there naked.
So I'm
You
gonna
ain't
put it like
stealing
this:
nothing.
if you do send me that money and my account is negative $1 million, and you said $999,999.90, I'm still getting charged that $35 overdraft fee for that 10 cent. I'm just saying, I am. Bank of America gonna be like, oh, it's just 10 cent, and we're like, oh well, now it's $35 and 10 cent.
The world we live in, right?
All right, I got a question for y'all. I was thinking about this the other day. I was writing it down. I was thinking of designs and stuff for shirts, but this popped up. Is honesty and honestly the same word?
No.
What's different?
They're
about
different
it?
words. They have the same meaning. They're pretty much both saying like telling the truth.
So what? Do you,
Honestly is like you're speaking the truth. Honesty is you want to give somebody the truth, or somebody's giving you the truth. Right? I say that right. Honestly and honesty.
but you got to think about it. You can honestly ask for honesty.
Honestly, I want you to give me your honesty.
That's crazy, right? That's crazy. I was thinking about that. So what I was thinking about it for is, do you want girls more honestly with you, or do you want honesty from women? Because I, in my opinion, honestly means that's just like the asshole in them. Like, hey,
At the end of the day, they both saying I want the truth. So
Yeah.
that's what I would get to on it. I just want to be told the goddamn truth. For real.
do you really want the truth? Yeah,
I do, for real.
But
I
this
do
is
want the truth.
and this is why I'm getting to this. Everybody asks for the truth. I think we just getting to the age when women are able to actually take the truth.
No, they ain't.
Yeah,
No, they not.
I
I
think
get told on a numerous account of occasions that I am too honest.
Girls can never handle the truth.
Never. I kid you not.
now,
I get told
are
all the
y'all
time that I'm
saying
too
they
honest.
can't handle it from. Is it the way you're saying it?
If the girl, if
No,
you talking
it's
to a
that-
girl and she's not your main priority, tell her. Would you tell her you not my main priority?
If she's not my main
If she's
priority, yeah.
complaining about being around you, your time and everything, would you tell her you're not my main
Well,
priority?
first of all, we're not even together, so I don't know why that's even being brought up.
if it's your
so-
girlfriend,
What do you mean if it's my girlfriend?
if it's your girlfriend, she's complaining about your time, but she's not your
Well,
main
then now
priority.
we have
Would
a
you tell her
discussion
that?
because she's my girlfriend.
Yeah, as my
But that's being
girlfriend, she's
honest,
supposed to be
right?
one of my
No,
main
that's
priorities.
not.
No, that's being.
No,
That's being honest. But
selfish.
if she's not, would you not tell her?
if
We,
she's
we,
not,
she shouldn't be my girlfriend.
but if
that's
she's
the
not
case.
my main, that was a bad thing.
Yeah.
No,
If you my girlfriend, you should be one of my main priorities. I'm just saying.
not always. She changed. Your kids are your main priority now, right?
I said one of my main priorities. That don't mean that. But
Push
yeah,
come
my
to
kid-
shove, and you had to narrow it down to one.
Who? Oh,
Your
my kids
kids.
come before anything.
Okay. So any girl that comes to your life,
They're my
is now
number one
second.
priority. My kids are my number one priority. That doesn't mean I have other main
No,
priorities.
but I'm just saying. They're your number one. So any girl that come in your life, girlfriend or not, if she starts complaining about your time, bitch, you're not my main priority. My kids are.
and even I
My
have to say,
main
and even I
priority.
have to
like
say
that.
this.
But if I'm making time for my kids, that's just cool. and she's just asking for extra time. I'm doing some, I mean, shit that. I
But
could
no,
push
you
off
Y'all
got
in
all
the middle of
night.
y'all extra time and your daughter called. She had a bad nightmare. Guess who gets thrown to the corner? I gotta go to my daughter.
You right.
Exactly. She's
No
not your
ifs, ands, or
main
buts.
priority.
But
But
you're not that's how I know you're not listening to me. I said one of my main priorities.
But she
My
wants
kids
to
are
be
my
the,
number one priority.
But she wants to be number
You will
one.
never be my number one. Nobody will ever be my number one priority.
That's
over
what I
my
mean by
kids.
being honest with her. Most girls don't want to hear that.
So
But
I don't
in-
care if you want to hear it or
in-
not.
in my opinion,
Just like I will never be number one priority over your father. You know what I mean? Like,
but
at
in
the end of the day.
in my opinions, I'll put it this way: once you get married and talking to married people, all that changes, even with kids. Now your kids and your wife are the most important things in your life. So if you
kids are.
if you take it to, and that may be you, that may be you, and that may be y'all. But talking to some of the married homies, they said that was the biggest change in their life. I had a kid before I got married, and now I'm realizing that I can't just drop stuff at the drop of a dime and say, oh, you know, this and that gotta happen. No, I gotta think about me and my wife gotta make sure this is good. Cause if I go, then who gonna take care of my kids?
I mean, that's just compromise.
That's
all
what I
that is,
mean.
though. Yeah, that's compromise.
I don't think it could be so cut and dry. No, I don't think it can be. If you're in an honest relationship, it can't be so cut and dry.
It wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be Junior is speaking off the point of Junior.
If you married right now,
Yeah, pretty
your
much.
kid. If you married right now, your kids are your number one priority. But you telling your wife that if once you and your wife have a kid, that's when you gotta separate the things whereas y'all all my number one priority. Y'all are what matters.
I'm not saying that you don't matter, but and the fact that we will have a kid, that mean that adds on with the kids I have already. But at the end of the day, you're still never gonna be above my kids
In terms of what?
as being my number one priority. They will always be my number one priority because the day I decided to bring them in was the day I decided to go ahead and mold for and get their life set. My life was over when my kids came. Now I got to focus on their futures. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I do have certain goals and stuff that I will get accomplished, but before I even worry about those, I worry about if I did everything I needed to for my kids first. You know what I mean? Like, and even though me and my baby mom don't get along, but you can even ask her, the minute I get paid or I see money hit my account for my job, I call to make sure, do my kids need anything? Is there something I can get them, something I need to bring them? Because I don't want to pay nothing or do nothing until I know my kids are good. Because everything else can be worked out.
I'm honest with everybody. I don't care. Like it, love it, leave it. You
I
are
don't think
not my ticket.
if I have to be
heaven.
100% honest with you, even when I have kids, my kids and Taylor come first. That's the same line.
It's
That's the same line.
on the outside looking in, it's easy to say that, but when you actually
kids
have a kid and you feel that experience, you're gonna know. You're gonna know then and there. Like, it's hard to explain to you why you can say that, but when you have a kid, you're gonna look at that kid and that kid's gonna give you that feeling where it's like, damn, nothing else comes before you.
You know-
because
you wanna
I'm
know-
worried about you and only you and what you got.
The only reason why I'm saying that is I don't have a kid, and I think out of all of us, I've been in a relationship the longest. At this point, if I had a kid, it would be the same thing. And that's the God's honest
So
truth.
if you're looking at a consistent relationship, you are correct. But if you're looking at over time altogether, I'm beating you by a couple of years.
Consistent. That's the only thing we're talking
You
about.
saying no?
No, we're talking about
'Cause
consistent.
my kids are with that same woman that I was on and off with for 19 years.
No, I'm talking
so,
about repetitive,
know.
just consistent.
But even then, it's like my kid. I mean, I can't. Like I say, when you have a kid, you'll get that feeling. You know what I'm talking about. It's hard to explain it, but at the end of the day, when my son first came, I said, "Fuck everything else. It's all about you." You know what I mean? Like,
But
fuck everything
that's the
else.
thing I'm asking. Were you in a relationship?
When he was actually came out the vagina, no, I was single.
Okay.
When he was conceived,
So,
for
and
the first
no,
6 months of his conceivement, yeah.
The big homie, the married homie, said this to me. He was like, "Bro, honestly," and I'll call him off the show. He said, "Honestly, my daughter and my wife. That's why I go to work every day. You want to know why I go to work? Because if something happens to me, that is my lifeline."
But I guarantee you, if they told him he had to pick between the two, it'll be his daughter. Huh?
Yeah, hands down.
Hands down, it'll be his daughter. Because even you can P-Wall, he said all the time, his kids is the most important thing to him. That's his main priority, his kids.
I
Everybody
think
like that. You
that's
know?
what I think. Y'all getting that confused. I'm not saying, of course, your kids are your main priority, but what I'm saying is, I think there has to be some sort of, if you're in a healthy relationship, of course your kids. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but if you're in an honest relationship, if you got kids by that woman that you're with, both of them two come before. Y'all said it yourself. A man's happiness lies within taking care of his family. If you are with the woman of your kids, yes, your kids come first because that came from you. And I'm sure the woman would say, my kids come first. A woman would say the same thing. But that in the same sense is you have to split what matters. You have to.
I'm going to tell you from my standpoint, I don't care who I'm married to and who I got kids by. No matter who it is, nobody will ever come before my kids. Nobody can give me the feeling my kids give me. Nobody
You're
can give me
saying
that
come
satisfaction.
before. I never said come before.
Nobody can go to the point where they'll say they can't even be up there with my kids. Nobody will ever be on the same level as my kids. When it comes to the priorities, there will be nobody that can even touch the priority my kids are on. When it comes to having a wife, I do understand there are certain boundaries and certain things that you have to respect for your wife and certain things you have to worry about doing for her, like protecting your family, things like that. I'm not saying you're wrong for your comment. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, if you're talking about priorities, there will never be a time and place where my kids and my wife will be on the same priority list. And that's just as a parent. Any parent would agree with me on that statement. I don't care what it is, whether it's their mom or not. No wife. If I'm married, you will never be on the same priority level as my kids because at the end of the day, my kids come before anything.
But it has to be, though.
No, it doesn't have to be. For what?
That's what I'm saying.
Don't get me wrong. We're grown, and certain things I do have to respect, and certain things I have to run by you. Certain things I have to let you know. And as a priority, I'm not saying you're not one of the main priorities in my life, because as my wife, you are. But when it comes to the fact where you're trying to say being on the same level or with the kids, I don't think anybody will ever be able to be on that same kind of level, because just for the simple fact is the love you have from your kids, nobody can reciprocate that. Nobody can duplicate that love and show you that. Nobody ever can show you the love your kids will show you.
I ain't dealing with grown motherfuckers. You can go. I mean, you can't make grown people happy, but your kids. As I said, the whole thing was being brutally honest to girls. I'm being brutally honest. You're not my main
But
priority. If we together, yeah, you a priority. If we together,
you're one of my main priorities. I'm gonna tell you that.
I can't say that because at the end of the day, you grown just like I'm grown.
But
that's your woman.
Junior's with Brittany right now. This is what this and I'm not. I agree with you 100%. Of course, my kid would be my main priority. Junior's with Brittany right now. If shit goes south and something happens to Junior, God forbid, Brittany is taking care of Caden. Okay. Whether anybody wants to say anything or not.
Our main priority.
That's what I'm saying. For both of y'all, that's the main priority.
Yeah.
But for both of y'all at the same time, if you're in a healthy relationship, if you're in a loving relationship, both of you guys have to compartmentalize and come to an agreement in y'all heads and say, our kids come first.
Duh.
But what I'm saying is y'all have to say, look, we both got to make sure each other are on the same level, because if something happened to me, you got to be able to take care of the kids.
But when you have a kid and y'all not together though, it don't work that easily when it's trying to tell her.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where you missed.
Hold on, because I'm trying to get with your point. I hear what you're saying. Y'all are together and stuff, or you with that mother of them kids. But when you are for example, Junior has a kid already, but if he was to go be with somebody else, there's no guarantee that is going to work out the same way, because now he's got a whole nother woman he's dealing with. Like I tell people sometimes, the easiest way to say it is, some of these baby mamas, they hate the baby daddy more than they love the kids, and that's crazy to say that. But they hate for their baby daddy is stronger than the love they have for their own kids. So it never works out because they're always being vindictive behind closed doors. You know what I mean? So it's never really gonna work out the way you want it to.
True.
Nah, that situation I wasn't even talking about. I was just saying if y'all together, if it was me and Taylor, yeah, y'all both on the same thing. Because if I go, Taylor, this is your show. I die, Taylor, you gon' that's what I meant by, and I'm
Well, you say that, but I mean, yeah, she is gonna have to take care of him. But when I go, my kids got a life insurance policy they get from me, and it goes straight to them. So even when I'm gone, I'm still taking care of them. You know what I mean?
How old is your son right now?
2,
How old is your daughter?
4 months.
So with that life insurance policy, as it is right now, you're going to be taking care of them financially, but somebody's going to be distributing that money.
Technically speaking, the insurance company is going to be distributing it.
There's a physical person taking care of them while you're
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, but in the end of the day, though, even if you are taking care of them physically, you don't have to worry about them about paying for nothing because it's taken care of already.
Well,
you may be doing it physically, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you finna dip into some of that money too. You not finna just put all that towards the kids.
David said something,
You know what I mean?
and I told Junior, and Junior didn't understand it, and Marquand, maybe you will. The whole alpha male conversation. Once again, the big homie David broke that down to me. We were wrong in that sense. Everything we said during the alpha male conversation was wrong. Because if you're an alpha, if you're the leader of your wolf pack, you should be able to go inside of your cave and go to sleep. And whoever is the beta inside of your wolf pack, they should be able to stand outside your cave. And if your rule is don't let nobody in this cave, whoever that is, if they let somebody in this cave, they did not listen to your rules. As alpha, you gotta let them go.
Or, I mean, when you consider that a teaching lesson, well, now you are no longer the beta. We're going to let somebody else take your place. We see you can do the job right. So
I was saying it in the sense, yeah, you were saying the same thing. Yeah. But I was saying it in the sense he said we were wrong because specifically he said Junior was wrong in the whole alpha male thing. Because like he said, Junior's the alpha, but all he said was financially, I'm going to make the last decision and I'm going to do this. This is.
I didn't say financial. He wasn't listening very
Okay,
well.
so what's your stance on the alpha?
Alpha is the person who is in charge of their own. They don't. I base everything I do off of wildlife and going back to primitive shit. You go with a wolf pack. You got the alpha. The alpha don't follow nobody. He don't take orders from nobody. He knows who he is, what he want, and how he do what he do. If you choose to follow, cool. If not, fuck you. But at the moment you try to challenge his word, it's a problem. That's when they fight. But an alpha is an alpha. I ain't got to be just financial. In a relationship, girls look for an alpha male, a dude who know who he is, who ain't following nobody, who has his mind set on what his mind is set on and ain't no change in his mind. He might listen to your opinion, but ultimately what he set his mind to is what it's set to. The moment he tell you to do something and you don't do it, it's a problem. Especially if he already thought it through. So that's what I said when I mean an alpha in a relationship. If you like that 50-50 with your girl stuff, if you doing that and oh, well, I need to do this for my woman and do this. And I'll let her make the decisions. You're not the alpha in your relationship. Your relationship ain't going to last long. She's the alpha. Y'all realize lions, they don't hunt. They send the women to hunt. Lioness go and hunt. Hey, you go bring me food.
I'm happy you said that. And I have a solid answer for you. Since you're going primitive,
yeah,
everything you just said was backwards. Because if you're going lion, we all seen Lion King. Who does Simba's daddy go to when he needed guidance? The lioness.
No,
that's who he went to.
What did I just say though?
Being an alpha is about having complete confidence in who is your beta.
Not really.
That's what it's about.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You're not a good alpha. Coaches got coaches. Biggie said it himself. Yeah. I got accountants watching my accountant. Stop playing with me. I'm playing.
Assistant coaches come and go. Main coaches pretty much stay.
Coaches got coaches.
They come and go too.
Who would get fired first, an assistant or a main?
Tyrone Lue.
He was the main coach.
What are we talking about?
Their assistant coach been there for a minute. So you see their main coach got fired first.
Whatever.
I got accountants watching my accountant, making sure my pockets stay drowned.
Come and go. Wolf, if you watch a wolf pack, a beta get killed all the time or switch roles.
Hey,
they'll always replace
you want to know what's crazy?
We not arguing with that though,
Junior. But what you're saying is false. Simba's dad died. Guess who became in charge?
Scar, because they thought Simba died too.
You just made my own point. You just said alphas never get replaced. Didn't he just describe an alpha getting replaced? Didn't he just describe an alpha getting
You
replaced?
can't put stipulations on it. A
Stop
replacement
moving the
is a replacement.
goalposts for certain players.
Okay, if a beta questions an alpha in a wolf pack, they fight. Then after the alpha wins, all right, you no longer.
Do you believe?
Actually, you're no longer in the pack.
Do you believe?
kick 'em out.
I'll put it this way. Do
Yeah.
y'all believe in having? I believe to be a good alpha, and this is what he said specifically. You gotta have complete confidence in whoever is your beta. You gotta be able to go in that cave knowing you told the beta, "Don't let nobody in this cave. I'm going to sleep." Do you have complete confidence in whoever? Then you are not a good alpha, because if you go out, if you're going off your standards and the standards that you just said, Marquand, tell me if I'm wrong. Junior just said he sets the standard. He says the last thing he makes sure whatever he makes the last decision. Right? That's what he said. So if you make the right decision, that means everything you do is flawless. You making okay, but I mean what I mean by flawless is, and I'll break it down. If that means you're making the last decision, so what you say goes. Sink, swim, or float. Whatever you say goes. You have to have confidence in knowing that, all right, my nigga, I told you we're going to get in that boat and we're going to row. So if you get in that boat and you forgot the paddles, guess whose fault that is?
Better start using your arms.
Alpha has no confidence in anybody but himself.
That's not an alpha. That's a rogue agent.
I was going to say. Fucking 007?
That's an alpha.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
All right.
Have you
So
seen?
you tell him, hold on. So why do you think? And I'm gonna just make it real simple and easy for you. Any level of power or authority always has an assistant. Why do you think that?
Do they trust their assistant?
They have
I
to.
mean, Obama trusted Biden.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I think y'all looking at surface deep.
You got to think.
How many people do you trust, but you still don't divulge everything? They have your trust, but not your full trust.
Well,
You only trust yourself 110%.
But I think now you're putting too many stipulations on
No,
it.
we're
Because
putting the real ones. That's
if,
the alpha.
for example, if I'm a manager and I have an assistant manager, of course there are some things he's not supposed to know. There are some things he's not going to know.
And there's some things you don't
Some
trust him
things
with.
about employees where he knows if I'm getting ready to fire somebody, he probably won't know till the day of. You know what I mean? He probably know the day of or the hour before I'm finna do it.
True.
Shit like that. It's certain things you don't want to divulge because you can't. Because what if I told him earlier that week, yeah, you know, man, I'm finna have to let go of Adrian. This nigga went behind my back and told Adrian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just certain things you can't
But that's what I'm
divulge.
saying.
in a relationship,
It's not that you don't trust, but some people they let
Yeah.
their emotions control work.
If
So
you
they don't
ask-
feel bad saying, "Damn, I feel bad." He don't know he finna lose his job. He at least need to know to start looking, and they let their emotions control it. You never know how people react out of
That's
emotions.
what I'm saying with that alpha. He talking about you got to trust your beta. You
You
don't trust.
you do have a
don't.
beta to trust, bro. You do have a beta to trust.
No,
Junior.
you don't.
There's
What
just-
kind of alpha are you if you set the standard? You're in a wolf. You just said I go primal, right?
Yeah.
You're in a wolf pack, right? So that means if you say, nigga, it's eats over there, it's cows over there. We all going over here to eat. Y'all, I'm running.
I'm
y'all-
going after mine. I don't trust that they're gonna get there, so I'm gonna go get
But-
mine.
okay, now
I'm
let
just
me-
telling you that's where I'm going.
Let me answer the question for you. You, my friend, just made it very clear that you're not an alpha. An alpha makes sure the pack
Is okay.
eats.
Yeah.
Did you don't watch Lions? Because if I'm the lion, you know what the lion does? Y'all go over there and get that. The lion will sit on top of the rock like this. Yeah, they got it. Then the alpha runs over there and
like I
eats.
said,
That's
I said-
real. Am I right or am I wrong?
as the alpha, I set the play. How it's executed, if they fail, they fail. I don't have faith that they're gonna succeed,
So
but I
you-
set the
you
play.
telling me
Junior's
right now-
Tyrone Lue.
I got this. You telling me right now Drew Brees can win the Super Bowl by himself? No other players on the team, just him.
I'm telling you right now.
No. It's a yes or no
No,
question.
he can't. No, he can't.
Exactly.
He does. First of all,
But you know what he can do though? When he got all his team, he can direct traffic. I'm gonna tell you where to go and where you need to be. I'm gonna get the
Okay.
ball to you where you need to be. I'm gonna make sure that we make this work on offense.
exactly. He set the play.
Hey,
Look,
but
this
look at
is
this.
what we need
But
to
he
do.
makes sure that his
Hey,
team is
and
where they need
even
to be
if-
to
and
eat.
even if you just, I'm happy you agree with that. He did set the play. He set the play because there's people in the skybox that told him who's open. I got accountants watching my accountants. Stop playing. Y'all, explain yourself. You got time. Hey, this is what Junior says after the show. We don't let him talk. Explain yourself, because we got you this time.
It to you. Like, you didn't get it. Like I just said, if you're talking about on the football field, I don't care who watching in the skybox, who told Drew Brees in his helmet, whatever. If you're going Drew Brees and the team, nigga, as an alpha, your job is all eyes are on you. So you set the play to make sure that y'all can get this touchdown. Now, if he told everybody in the huddle, you gonna get the ball thrown to you. You need to block for him because they gonna come after him while he out there running.
I'm gonna kill him.
You need to block this.
Because you know what he did? He putting his trust in his teammates.
Okay, no. You call it trust. I call it setting the play. He set the play and said, "You're gonna go out there. You're gonna catch the ball."
So why would I throw a ball to you if I don't believe you gonna catch it? That's gonna make it look bad on my stats.
No,
You're gonna take an L on this one.
I'm trying to finish.
All right, finish.
I'm sorry.
Like I
You're
said,
right.
no, let him
you
talk.
finish. My apologies.
He said, "You're gonna go out there. You're gonna catch the ball."
Okay.
You can call it putting trust in him to catch it all you want. No, it's just look. This nigga been dropping the ball, so I got no other option but to throw it to you. You don't know what's going through his mind. You the only one they not covering, so whatever. I'm going to see how you do. Go out there and catch the ball. As an alpha, Drew Brees set the play. Now, does he have trust that this nigga's going to catch the ball? No. He just know that I made this play based off of what I saw on this field as of right now. So, I'm going to just go out here and just do what I do. If he drop it and we lose this game by a touchdown, oh, well, I did my job. I set the play. His fault he didn't catch it. I don't care. That's how it is. That's an alpha.
That's not how it is, though. And I'm going to use football terms with you, too, because you just used Breeze talking about he wouldn't do him to catch the ball. But obviously, if he throwing the ball to him, I got trust that you're going to be the one to catch it. Because if Brady is in a tight situation and he see Gronk open, he going to pass the ball. You know, Gronk, you open. I know you're going to catch that ball. I got faith in you. I'm going to make sure my team eat. That's what it does. That's what the alpha is. That's why the quarterback is the alpha. Everybody praise the quarterback in football. That's the playmaker. Everything falls after what he does. Whether I'm going to have somebody run the ball or I'm going to pass it to somebody to score. Either way it go, my job is at the end of the day is to make sure my team scores.
In closing, and this is all I'm gonna say in closing. I want to bring this back to relationships, just so everybody's at the clear understanding. In my opinion, the alpha in a relationship sets the standard. I do agree with Junior on that. You set the standard, and this is how
I
things
agree on. Yeah, I agree.
this
with
is
that.
how things are gonna roll. But in setting that standard, you have to know, you have to have complete confidence that when I'm not, you're not just smiling when I'm not, when I'm around. You're smiling when I'm not around. That's the standard I'm set with Taylor. I tell Taylor all the time, you don't call me before you pay a bill. Call me after you pay the bill because you already know. We already talked about this. Call me after. Don't call me and say, "Hey, is it okay if I pay this?" No, pay it. It's easier to say. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Pay it. I got you. I got complete confidence in Taylor. That's, in my opinion, that's what being an alpha is about. Having complete confidence in your beta. When I'm not here, if I'm in, I've messed with David for that thing. When I'm in the cave sleep, my beta need to be outside on patrol. And if something go wrong, you need to say, "Hey, my nigga, wake up out the cave. It's some elks coming this way. What do we need to do?" That's what the beta's supposed to do. Hey, look, you told me to come get you if it's problems. This is what's going on. I have complete confidence they don't come get me in problems. Now, me going out there just doing it myself and then saying, "Yeah, my bad, y'all ain't eat." That's not an alpha to me. That's a rogue agent.
Yeah.
Call what you want. Everybody has their own definitions.
No, there's one definition.
No, everybody has their own. That's why it's called the world, called opinions. You have your opinions on it, I have mine.
Well,
I just feel like
I think what he's
that's it.
trying to tell you is you're right. We do have opinions, but he's trying to give you the definition of an alpha, which is
It's his
fact.
definition of an alpha.
No, that's
Well,
every
I mean,
definition of an alpha.
you kind of look it up. That's the
Junior,
that's-
you decided to use the wolf mentality. What wolf would just run out? Have you seen The Revenant?
Yeah.
That bear got killed by himself. That's you. You want to know what the rest of the pack of bears was doing? Man, wonder where my nigga Kobe at. That's what Joe Beta's gonna do. Wonder where this nigga Jenner at. He said he's dumping the trash. You don't.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I think you got it. You know that you got a complete misrepresentation of the word alpha.
Y'all wanna look up the characteristics of an alpha male?
No, stop moving the goalpost.
No,
Yeah.
well,
That
they don't
term
really
that
have a
term is for
definition,
gender.
but they have the trait.
That term is for gender. You're moving the goalpost.
Okay, so I'll try to look up definition because they had traits, but I guess that wasn't going to be
Me and
good.
Marquand smoked you on this one.
They have the dominant male and the dominant male animal in a particular group. That's just a definition.
That's what you're describing. A dominant male.
Okay.
Am I right, Marquand?
So what are we talking about here?
We're talking. Just so you know, we're talking about the alpha in a pack. That's what you said. You're talking about the alpha male in a pack of wolves. Okay. That is the one that we all saw Twilight. I don't even know why we have this conversation.
Here are the top 10 traits of an alpha male, as far as what I see.
I got the definition for you, so you don't need that.
Nah, don't even do it. Yeah, read it, because you're going to move the goalpost.
The dominant male animal in a particular group.
Didn't I just read
A
that?
man tending to assume a dominant or domineering role in social or professional situations.
I just read that.
But you said you couldn't find a definition.
I just read the top part. You just went underneath and read the bottom part. That didn't really describe anything. I'm talking about the traits that go along with it. This one says he's courageous. The alpha male's not fearless.
I think I want to be an alpha male.
He
The
can
wolf
control
pack-
his emotions.
In wolf packs, the alpha male will mate with every female in his territory, whether they have mated already or even from another den or territory.
He don't give a fuck.
How does that feel to let you know that another wolf is going to fuck your wife no matter what you think you got going on?
Fight him if you want to. Exactly. You ain't gonna
Hey,
challenge
I got
the
you.
alpha male.
Aspects of a human alpha male: ability to protect oneself, rarely senselessly endangering oneself. You just said you were going to endanger yourself.
How? That just
You
made
said
our
you gonna
point.
run off.
Don't even read more. That just made our point. Shut up, stupid. And then he gonna raise his hands like,
Leading
yeah, I
others.
told y'all.
Being a successful speaker that can persuade people with his logic, not being afraid of confrontations such as arguments,
Okay.
high social intelligence, very high work ethic and drive to succeed,
Okay.
a strong desire to produce, earn, and excel, debunking the theory of the playboys who's mildly retarded with no skills and work ethic.
Okay.
A strong desire to shape one's environment rather than be shaped by it.
Okay.
Because you're trying to be shaped by it, not
No,
shape
not.
the environment. This often means being direct about your desires, intentions, and the needs with the opposite sex. Being the exact opposite of a loser, a failure monetarily and socially. Promoting survival and good genetics while refraining from jealousy, passive-aggressive, and IBS tactics.
Okay.
Jenna,
That's
not what you described.
Yeah, you didn't describe none of this at all.
No.
All right, y'all. Well, with
All
that
right,
being
y'all,
said,
that's been real.
yeah, I'm
you guys
done.
should-
We out.
They can say what they want, but if anybody who ever really listened to the show, y'all can write me and let me know. But people don't listen. But
moving the goalposts, Junior.
all right, y'all. Not just company. Like, subscribe, tune in. We always hear y'all somewhat. These niggas ain't. They all betas. Fucking betas.
Somebody shared the